All right, what's up, YouTube? So I got a good friend of mine, Bartholomeo Durys from Bart. Where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
You're from Poland. I was wondering because you sounded like you had a bit of an accent. So
Accent
so
from Poland?
you sounded like you had a little bit of an accent, like you were from like a different country other than where English is the first language.
Yeah, yeah.
You
It's
speak
not my native language. Yeah.
you speak good
Uh,
English though.
oh, thanks very much.
Yeah, dude. What's it called? So Bart, I'm gonna call you Bart from here on out. Is that cool?
Yeah, it's cool.
All right. So Bart, you're from Poland, and you, dude, how old are you?
I'm 18 right now.
You're 18 right now. I think I met you when you were
Uh,
17, right?
yeah.
So I
It
met
was.
Bart from Free Code Camp Boca Raton, and we I actually met him from w3Develops. Excuse me. I met him from the w3Develops Facebook group, and dude, he has been like one of my motivations, man. He's like when I met him, he was 17 years old. You know, you're still in high school. Are you in college?
No, no. I'm still in high school. Just
Still in
one
high
year.
school, and you work at a virtual reality company already?
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, that's like you got people out here like 30, 40 years old trying to get into software development. And you're like before you're even out of school, you're already
I
in
know
it.
it.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
that's so intense, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I just love it. I just love programming, and people see that, and they make me do things for them, just to make me develop myself, my abilities to program, to implement technologies such as AR, VR, or even neural networks. Yeah, it's all that I can do right
So,
now.
at such a young age, how did you even know not just what technologies you needed, but like that's what you wanted to get into and like that like you just dove head first into it kind of or is that what it is or no?
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, I started when I was at the sixth grade, fifth grade. It all started with a book that my brother had. It was a C++ symphony or something like that. I was just a kid that was curious about the world and stuff, so I just grabbed the book and start coding, just copying and pasting the stuff and seeing what happens. This is what all started. Was from the beginning. That was
Man.
a break, like in the middle school, but I just returned to programming stuff when I was at the first freshman year at high school. It was with game dev because I had a test that was like
Hello?
we got to the finals. So we were very proud of that, and we just were eager to develop some new fancy things. And this was the point where it all started.
So what like so C++ was the first thing you started coding.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. C++, then some of C, Pascal, web development, basic like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. And then I started making games in Unity. So that was C Sharp. Um, and now there is a bunch of languages that I use in my projects. So it's very hard to tell what I'm using, especially.
So how do you manage time? Like how do you, you know, create time and divvy it out so that you can sit there and learn all these technologies effectively and build with them effectively and still go to school and go to work and do all this other stuff you like to do.
Uh, it's pretty crazy, but I'm a hardworking man. I just do things all day. all night, and then I sleep over 10 hours at weekend and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of unhealthy, but when you have this passion to create stuff, to get deep to the technology, to your passion, it's all easy
It
when
drives you,
you
man.
have this. Yeah, and I just say hard work.
That's something else, man. I mean, like, not a lot of people like will say that, man. Like, I think it's interesting that that you're so like you're so good at just taking your time and the resource, because I understand what you're saying. I've been getting like 3 hours of sleep pretty much like every weekday myself, man. And so I know what you're saying. And then you got to get that 8 hour, that you got to try to get that 6 hours in every once in a while. That 8 hours every once in a while. I know what you're saying, man. Totally.
uh, it's very hard. I can tell because you have like 6 hours a day of school. That is very hard to come through. Then you have work. When you have just go to work, had a project, program this thing. You have a bunch of like project things. I mean, to just design this whole thing. That is very hard sometimes, and you have to implement this bunch of stuff. And it's sometimes the thing you are just doing the same stuff over again, and you're not making yourself better at programming at all. So there is some time of hard working. Then you have just a little time to learn something new, to check out the news about technology, science, IT. Yeah, it's sometimes very hard, but you just have to keep trying, keep working till you got something new, something interesting that you can try and do again.
So what are your main resources for like keeping up with the current uh news on technology?
Oh, it's a very hard question. I use Google kind of thing with news on my mobile. This is just posting me things, new things from a bunch of sites,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just getting this open and reading this when it's interesting. I don't have any special website.
It'd be
I'm
nice
just
if it was out
searching.
there. The CNN of
Oh yeah,
the CNN of programming.
yeah.
Nah, dude. I was actually thinking about doing something like that, like taking something where it's like it has like everything from like I don't know, Ars Technica and Hacker News and Hacker Noon or all this
Oh.
other stuff, and just making like getting their APIs, and like every news story that they upload, like I would just like in like the news or something, like we like there would be like a link, and it would be like at the bottom of w3Develops. I kind of wanted to put it so it's like a link to their website with like the latest thing they put out would always be up there, kind of, and then it'd be like a archive of their links and stuff. I don't know, something like that.
Mhm. Yeah, it sounds fun. It sounds
Right?
cool, and it can be very helpful at our site.
Sounds pretty simple too, huh? One day
Yeah.
I gotta make an issue about that. That'd be fun. Um, but yeah, dude, what's it called? So, like, how long have you been contributing to open source projects, man? Because you've been in
Oh,
this longer than I have.
like 3 years or so. When it comes to open source projects like projects on GitHub, GitLab,
Yeah.
and yeah. But I was mainly doing my stuff, my projects, and
Wait. Oh, I missed the time. How long was that?
like 3 years or so.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's a
Uh,
while, bro. You're you're deep in it.
Kind of. I just love it. So I
That's
do
so
what I
cool, bro.
love.
Like, do you do you have? I'm wondering, do you have like any open source yourself? Like anything out there like with like a following, like that people can like maybe find
Uh,
you on?
nah, I just don't have it right now. I'm working mainly with company stuff or something more business themed. But I will do something in future,
Dude,
certainly. Yeah.
I think if you started something yourself, like even this can be like a starting point, like because I'm pretty sure like there's gonna be somebody out there that'll see this, man. So like even this right here, like you being able to be like just somebody being able to find this guy, be like, oh my gosh, this guy's like 18 years old and he's sitting there doing all this stuff with, you know, stuff that requires pretty advanced mathematics. I assume does the stuff you do involve mathematics?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Mathematics, also physics. So it's a bunch of subjects that I use in my programming projects. But I have one site that I create 8 months or so ago with my game jams game dev projects, where I can send you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, where I can send you to just you have it.
No, definitely. I would love to take a look at that. I'm actually, I'm, I've been in it for like a year, about a year, and I'm still pretty novice in this. So downloading the Git repositories and everything like that, I can do it for my own repository, but for other people's repository that like involves like you having to install this or use that, I'm not too familiar with it. But if it's like online with like Heroku or something, dude, I'll take a look, man.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all a learning process, dude, and that's why
Mhm.
I wanted you here, man, because I think it's really good to people see that it's possible, man. Age isn't a factor in it. It's all about that hard work and that determination and that dedication, and obviously you have it, man. Cause so what do you what do you what to these new developers out here and people even like myself, what would you say like to us that like that would probably be beneficial in the learning process. When
That
beginning.
that is very important. The thing you want to do, is it web development, game development, maybe artificial intelligence? You have to specify one thing, one specific thing, and just making research about that. Um, writing, googling phrase AI for beginners or something like that, and just starting the thing. You also can do something very general, like computer science courses that are very helpful because um, general you have general knowledge about computer science, IT, and you can have fundamentals for something bigger than that. And you can start from it and making something kind of connected with other things, not exactly AI, but maybe desktop application with AI, or maybe add some networking to make it uh, make multiplier, or creating a database to synchronize with every single application that everyone is using. You can do stuff like that.
um Actually, I want to I plan on doing something like that from w3Develops at the moment. Oh dude, yeah, man, you're actually the one that told me about Discord, bro. You're the one that was like, yo, Discord, bro. So thank you for that, man. And that was
Mm.
like probably like a year ago, bro. You were like, get Discord, dude. Like you were so ahead of the curve. It's insane, dude. Like it's like I don't even know what to call it. It's just you're the cutting edge, dude. So it's like you
You're
told me about
welcome.
Discord, and then what else did you tell me about?
You're welcome. I just have seen that Discord is very good application to make such servers like you did, and you can even create your own bots to connect with APIs and make stuff. So I just recommend what is very useful to other developers.
Very,
Oh,
very useful indeed.
hi. There's something connected.
Pro Max,
Someone.
what's up, brother?
Oh, hi,
Yeah, that's Mac from the Facebook group.
Mark. Oh, hi. You have a micro turned
Nah, it's
off.
cool. We're interviewing you right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. If he wants, he can ask a few questions and everything. You know, that's why I love being around you guys, bro. Cause honestly, it's so freaking awesome being around people that are just smarter than you, and that's why I love the group. Cause I feel like even though like we have smart people in the group, there's always somebody that's probably smarter than them at the end of the day. You know.
Yeah, it's
Because at the end of the day, we have like we have like the teachers for universities in here, right? So it's like we have beginners, we have university teachers, we have everybody in between, and so it's like he can learn from them, we can learn from him, and everybody just learns from each other. And I think that's what the community is all about. And I wanted to say something else that you had put me on too. I just forget what it was called.
yeah. I'm dividing people to beginners that cannot make projects and people who are wise, have a knowledge and ability to create something. And this second group is very helpful in itself and to other group, which is beginners group. It's a
What's
very
the yeah? I wanted to ask you about that group because I wanted to join it myself as well. What's the name of that Discord group?
sorry, it's a problem with us talking. I heard very not bad, not good.
Okay. No, I said what's the name of that Discord group? Can you hear me better now?
Discord, Discord group. Yeah, I talked about w3 developers.
Oh, our group. Yeah, dude. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Definitely. Yeah, man. You know we're growing. Hey, guys, join the Discord group. After this podcast, that's where we go and hang out. Um, we have the cohorts going on there. For those that don't know, the cohorts are the team, the build to learn pair programming projects that where you guys are matched with other developers either in your area or throughout the entire world, and you guys build projects together. Uh, pretty much build your portfolio. So if you're trying to get a job, uh, it looks better on your portfolio, or you're just trying to learn to build with other people, or you're just learning this. You don't always have to get a job. You could be starting your own business.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. We're out here
Check
just
this
building
out.
to learn. What was that?
Um, I just told people to check this out.
Oh, dude,
Just
definitely.
send him a link, invitation link, to just go and check out things that we're doing.
Thanks, man. Yeah, bro. And honestly, I gotta tell you, man, I wouldn't have been able to do this without all these guys in the Facebook group, all these guys and girls in the Facebook group. Um, just on Quora, on YouTube, but mainly the Facebook group, guys, because I was able to go in here and just ask these guys questions, and you guys just know the answers, man, and it's pretty cool, dude. Like honestly, like I wouldn't have expected the developer community to be so open as it is, like, because other communities they're so just poisonous, and it's like you get on here,
Mm.
and it's like the only time I actually had felt like a poisonous atmosphere is kind of like when I asked a question on Stack Overflow. But I just
Mm.
but I look back at that question and I understand why, because I could have just Googled that stuff. So, like, now that I look back and I'm asking these new questions and people are actually answering the questions and, not downvoting me and stuff like that, it's actually pretty cool. And I'm going to start working on my Stack Overflow. So, what about you? Like, Do you is there like any like what are your main resources for like web development? Not main resources, but like what are some things that you check out every day?
Main resources to learning stuff. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, Udemy, EDX, and course sites like that is a very helpful thing to just get started with the subject. And then I just Google things uh, to official sites, to tutorial sites where they are using more complex things. Just checking out documentation. Documentation is for me after I did something using video course because I don't want to learn something by heart. I just want to about that. This is my way of learning stuff.
Right.
Now I'm making stuff, then I'm learning about the stuff what I just done.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, that's honestly, I'm the same way, man. Like I think that's like the best way to do it because like you can sit there and learn it all day, but if you're not putting it to use, it doesn't really I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to sit there and learn something if you're not going to use it because then it's just going to diminish over time. So that's why
Mm.
it's always good to build it and just learn as you're going, you know? You don't have to understand everything. You just have to, and that's why it's good to be in a group like this because I can always ask questions and know that it's going to be answered, which is which is pretty cool, dude.
Yeah. It depends how you are managing the group. Are you kind to these people, or are you banning people for for just making questions, for asking people how to do something that can just Google it by themselves?
It's really just anything goes, man. Just don't be on no malicious stuff, you know. Just whatever, you know. It's kind of like an
Yeah.
open, free. It's your guys' community, so I can't really say what it is. It's just you guys hop in and start talking, man, and just get shit done. You know, we just build a bunch of stuff and you know talk and learn and you know make friends and you know just excel and succeed and have fun, get jobs. You know, get out of just progress. Yeah,
Hmm. That's right.
you know. I
This is
guess
a very this is a very a big advantage of a group like this to make people learn stuff. It's a very motivating thing, uh, in my opinion.
yeah, and honestly, it's really for me as much as it is for you guys because just like I'm able to go in here and ask questions and learn stuff, that's the same way it's supposed to be for all of you, and that it is. And that's what it's meant to be.
Mhm.
You know, just something where we can all
Oh yeah.
learn and build and meet people and do stuff together. Cuz like just because I don't know, all these different languages and stuff doesn't mean somebody else doesn't and doesn't mean somebody besides them doesn't either. And that doesn't mean that they don't want to sit there and collaborate together. So there's people in here that are just going and meeting other people and just building projects of their own. And that's how it's supposed to be, just
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
and it's just fun, dude. It's really fun. And what I'm building it for is just so that it works. That's it. It's just so that it works. So I can sit here and go on here
Mm.
and I can be like, so you can go on here like and if you can't find it on Google, you just ask you ask the question on here. Not like Cora, but just ask somebody that might be live or something, or you want to work on something, and you want somebody to build the front end, and somebody wants to work on something, and they want somebody to build the back end. So boom, collaboration, and or just something totally different that I can't even imagine. That's what's going on, and it's just so, dude. It's
Hmm.
so cool how I'm able to reach out to these other people who have their own channels and do their own thing, and that they're so just kind and generous with their time and with their knowledge that they give. Like open source is real, bro. It's like people just giving out free stuff, and that's why I love being a part of the movement, because I want to help people. I want people to be able to come here and receive like the same kind of help that you've given me. You know, just the same opportunities I have. I want people to see that they're out there, bro. And it's like I'm not anybody special. Nobody's really like who. Where's the prodigy at? Nobody's a prodigy. It's just hard work, and that's what I see from you, and that's why it's really cool. Just being in contact with you and being able to contact you, and this is how other people should see it too. It's like if you guys really, really just want to be in this web developer stuff, you guys have to expand, and you don't have to expand, but it's like you have to. You don't want to be in the only person in the rowboat. It's always good to be out there with other people, man. 'Cause it's just that's the way it is in my mind. It's fun to be around other people that are doing the same thing you do, cause then like I know that you know something about Python. All right, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I'm right.
so
You're
that
right.
intrigues me, dude. That intrigues the shit out of me because I'm able to go and like if I ever like want to ask a question about, all right, I need to learn or not I need to learn, but I want to build, like I want to do something fun. I want to be like I want to build something with Python, dude. Like like I want to build like an email messenger where like me and you we can like send encrypted messages or something, right? With keys and
Mm.
encryption and little stuff like that. Just a little thing like that where I have a public key or we have the public key and then you have a private key, I have a private key or something like that. And then we just, little stuff like that. It's fun to be able to note cuz like that's some stuff that I read in books, bro. So it's like if I so it's like if I really just want to be able to implement it and like I'm pretty sure like maybe not you would want to do that, but if it was probably something with virtual reality, just like I was talking about, oh yo, I found a resource on virtual reality in JavaScript. Have you actually checked that out, by the way? What do you think about that?
Uh,
About virtual
about
reality
what's about
in JavaScript?
in JavaScript? Yeah, I checked this out. It's very cool. I think a very conception about making websites do virtual reality stuff, making pages that we can discover by putting on our eyes goggles, cardboard or something, and make things happen in this 3D world. Yeah, it's very cool.
Oh. So I was on Facebook one day and I saw your post, dude. You were like I don't know if you were at school or if you were like inside of a your job, but it was like it looked like a bunch of people working and it looked like it was inside your job, but basically it's like you were on your phone and there were like tanks or something and like little grids everywhere and it was like all it was like I don't know, you looked at your phone and like it was like virtual reality, right? So like I don't know if you were doing something on your phone and and yeah, and you were on the phone and like it was weird. You were like walking around with it and like you were doing different stuff like in with the camera where like you would make tanks appear here and then they would go and do something
Mhm.
and then something like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Dude, that is mad cool, bro. Like is that like something you're working on yourself or is that like something
Yeah,
you can talk
the
about?
thing that you can connect your virtual reality environment with your laptop screen or computer screen and just uh, putting things from your virtual environment that is your surrounding to your computer, to the other virtual reality.
Yo, that's intense,
Oh,
bro.
can we change? No, yeah. Can we change channel because it's a very poor voice from you?
Hmm. Wait, say that again?
Like, can we change channel because I hear a poor voice from you?
Yeah, do you want to go
Like W3.
do you want to go I'm going to send you a message and we can go
Okay.
I sent you a friend request. You should accept the friend request and send me a
Yeah.
voice message.
I'm searching here. Oh, oh, it's you. Me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Is the reception better?
Kind of better, I think.
Is it low?
We'll see. We will see. Now it's good. Now it's good.
Okay. You know you can turn the volume up if you right click well,
Yeah, I know it, but it's sometimes it's pausing, and I can't hear you. Then it starts again, and I can hear you from the middle of the sentence you're saying.
oh, I see. All right, though. Yeah, we're gonna work on
But I
that.
think it's okay. You're
Yeah.
from what country?
I'm from Florida, or I'm from America.
Ah, okay.
Excuse me.
It can be a problem. Yeah, because I'm in Europe.
Yeah, dude. But you know, with those fiber optic cables, man, it's insane. It's pretty. It's fast, man. Every. So what do you think about that, man? What do you think's like coming next? Like, cause
What's coming next?
yeah. Like, what's the
Uh,
future of web development in your opinion, or where do you see it
Web
going,
development. Yeah,
or just programming and all this computer stuff?
I can tell you certainly about VR and AR. What's coming next is for me MR, like mixed reality. You have your lenses or your glasses on yourself, and seeing helping stuff like UI when you're crossing the road, when you're shopping stuff. And this UI will help you how to choose what is the best thing for you, what is the healthiest stuff to eat for dinner, and to make the best choices in your everyday life. Uh, Apart from that, the virtual environment, when you're calling your friend, the lenses or glasses will show you exactly this guy in his virtual environment or in his real environment by 360 camera and stuff. So this is how it will look in the future, this VR and AR thing. When it comes to other technologies like game dev, I think it will get more immersed. Like you will just go to the game and you will feel like you're a part of this game. Like you can make choices even even better, even bigger than what is now, and it will feel like you will do exactly what the character is doing in your game. Like you will be in this game like in VR, but even even deeper.
Word. How can it be even deeper?
I think like you will move your every single muscle, and it will be read by the game itself. You will you will be able to physically do something in the game. This
Yo,
is my future conclusion.
you know what? I think we probably already have something like that for like people with like a lot of money. Where like there is like probably they're like I don't know if they're like like that they have cables over them. You know, like where like they can just
Mhm.
move like in midair or something. But I can see something like that. Like where they like for example
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they're you ever played the game Skyrim?
yeah. I played it.
So like imagine like I can imagine what you just said and somebody playing Skyrim, but like they have the goggles on and like but they have like the whole outfit. They have the sword, they have the and then whatever, and then they have like cables. Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Essentially, it's for me a prototype. It's not spread like in the entire world, so people are not feeling this yet because they have no devices like this. But I think it will spread like personally. It will be a ability to have this in your own room, and you will be just a simple gamer that will like to play these games. I think that arcade rooms will have advantage when they will apply these devices in their arcade rooms, because in the past there was like arcade games
Yeah.
in the yeah, and now I think this will be the future arcade room if it will work.
Do you keep track of what goes on in like Japan in Tokyo?
Yeah, yeah, I've checked this out, and
For some
this
reason, I
is
got that
really
feeling. I don't,
fast.
but like in my mind, I can see like they already probably have these because I imagine I've heard stuff like in Japan arcades are huge.
Yeah, yeah, they have it. They have even these devices on esport events. So it's implementing right now, but other worlds will have to wait. I think my company just bought one of these devices, and I can now develop stuff on this. So it's very very neat. I tried this first time, and it was a very nice feeling when you can walk with your own legs. You can shoot with your own hands, just carrying a gun and triggering.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, it's very neat. But I don't know exactly what's the future of the web development. Yeah, it's getting more complicated. There are more frameworks, there are more things we can do, but I don't see a way, any way that it can go to the
Shit,
specific thing.
look at that.
It will. It will essentially have more features, more APIs, so it will be more complex things, and by adding user experience we can make it simple to the user to go through site even with such a complexity of the site.
Dude, that's gonna have such. It's gonna be big.
Yeah, I know it. I can't wait. I can just program stuff and seeing what happens next.
Think of it. Think of it like I don't know. I'm thinking of something like a Wii, except it's like there's a mat on the floor and you can just pretty much like you have to have like a 10 feet radius around it or something maybe or not even like a 5 foot radius or something and just like somehow the mat keeps you in place so when you run jump all this shit just the mat stays still and like it keeps you still in the same place somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that, but this technology will be a very complex thing. Yeah.
And then there should be a way where it's like once you get too tired and you're like, I don't feel like doing this shit, I just want to play. Like you could switch it, you could keep the VR set on, and you could stay in that world, but you're like moving around maybe with a headset and your controllers in your hand. Because you know people aren't gonna run and jump for 100 hours, but they'll play a game for 100 hours.
Now VR is pretty expensive and it's not as much popular as AR technology. So right now I'm just doing AR things like AR Core, AR Kit, Folia, and searching for a nice cross-platform framework. And what I've found it's React, but I will send you. I just have to look for this. Oh, it's a React native. It's a AR. Oh, just a moment. No, it's not that. Oh, found it. It's that thing. You can create AR app on AR Core and AR Kit simultaneously, just making one app for both of the platforms. I very like cross-platform things to make one app on every platform that we can make of.
Dude, what is that, dog? It just changed $1.
Ever heard of PhoneGap or Apache Cordova?
Say it again.
PhoneGap or Apache Cordova?
Oh, Cordova.
Yeah.
Cordova.
Yeah, Cordova.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard of it. I don't know what it is.
It's like a framework to build one like web design thing up to every single mobile platform. BlackBerry, Windows Phone, there is every single one of them. And it's just making a web app and compiling it to the binary app or other formats.
And say that last part again. What does he do?
It's like when you're making a mobile app on web development languages, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you adding plugins and making app for every single platform just from the one code that you wrote. I'm gonna send you a link to the site of PhoneGap.
All right. Oh wow. See, I don't understand. This looks like this is Medium, right? This is his blog on Medium. I don't know. I want to figure out how he gets his blog on Medium to look like this, because this is like also for his website. It's very nice. I know Free Code Camp does the same thing.
You mean this design and animations?
All right. Check out the URL for blog.viromedia.com. See how it's his website, but it still has the Discord. I mean, it's his but it's his Medium blog, but it's like it has his blog's link though, his website's link.
Yeah, Viro Media.
Yeah, I'll figure that out one day. Easily create apps using the web technologies you know with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Oh, this is to make build mobile apps. Really? So, how, like, what do you still work with web development?
Yeah, I kind of like Node.js, some of PHP stuff, but mainly Node.js. I'm just working on that because it's very
What was that? What
very
JS?
simple.
What kind of
Node.js,
JS?
I think
What
it's
JS?
yeah, it's kind of complex. You have to learn some of the concepts, some of the programming stuff in JavaScript, but it's very elastic. You can just add modules and make stuff even better than on PHP. You can make you can connect this with frameworks such as React to make apps not even on a website but on mobiles. This is a very fun thing, and
Oh,
in my
yeah, man.
opinion,
Yeah, oh, that's what I wanted to say, brother. That's what I wanted to say, dude. See, you brought me right back on topic. There we go. Just like I was saying in the beginning, I
oh,
said I forgot what I wanted to ask you. I just remembered with Node.js. Remember what I was?
oh,
You were the person to tell me to put the website to build the website with Node.js. You were the first person to tell me that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I like Node.js for its like simplicity in the structure, in the making projects,
And I think
but
that was
it's
about
very
it like 6 months to a year ago.
Mhm.
Man,
Yeah, it was.
that's what I'm saying, man. I don't understand how you see like you just know you kind of you're I don't know like you're at the cutting edge in my opinion, man. You're building the technology right now. Like I think game dev is pretty much like what everything else like it pretty much builds everything else. Not really, but it's like at the head of everything else, dude. Because like that's I don't know why, but like it's just it is. It's like if people could be a game dev easily, they would. But it's not
Yeah,
easy. Is it easy?
game, game dev is a very complex thing because you have graphics, you have programming stuff, you have mechanics, you have physics, you have a bunch of things that you have to somehow learn. But there are some programming interfaces like game maker to make it very simple. Unity is very simple, but you can do very complex stuff with this. There is a bunch of things that you have to learn to make it the best as you can. You have to learn how graphics works, how mechanics works, how physics works, even learning how to build your own game engine will make you better at making games on pre-built engines like Unity, Unreal. It's very complex, but you can start with simple subjects. You can start with tutorials, step to step, how to make a game.
So what's proper time
And it's
management?
not
What's proper time management for a programmer?
time management. For me, the routine is the best thing you can have.
And set
You
goals.
can have just 30 minutes, you can have just like 30 minutes a day, but you have to keep the routine. You have to write even 10 lines of code every day to just keep the track of. You have to have interest in what you're doing, it's what you want to make. This is very important in making projects.
Yeah, that's true.
when you just had a short break from the project, from learning stuff, it's very hard to come back and continue stuff what you were doing. You, it's very simple to forget how things work, etc. So just keep doing this every day, every 2 days.
That's the truth, man.
Mhm. I know it is my style of working.
Hold on, say that again.
This is my style of working with
That's your style of
projects.
working. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
fantastic, man. And honestly, like I'm taking note on that. Like that right there
Hmm.
is, that's gold, dude. That's gold. And
Thanks.
like my boy Nelk says, that's a beauty. So like, all right, I think I've asked you this before, but just so I can clarify, like what, like with no, I don't think I have. Like, what's your, so is you said the future of AI or the future of you is AR or not AI of VR?
Future of me, future what I will be making.
I should say what's your
Yes,
your 3 year plan or something like what, like not your 3 year plan, but
3 year
I don't
plan.
know if I should put you on the spot like this, but like what are some basic goals like that you set for yourself? Like, because I noticed that you don't set your goals like most people I know. Most people say I'm gonna do this, and then they never do it, or they do it and then they probably don't do it again. So like
Mm.
besides like how do you like your commitment? It has to stem from something like that you put in place. Maybe order, or am I reaching here? But I'm thinking that it comes from like something like that you in your mind or on paper or somehow put it together where you're like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is what I need to do, and this is important, and this isn't, and this is how I'm gonna set my time aside.
Okay, very interesting about technology, about programming, and this is just making out. I just learn these things what are interesting for me, and I want to learn every single like branch of programming, computer science, to get to know the whole thing, how to create, how to make every single thing in this computer science world. I wanna create things that are very innovative, that will be used by a bunch of users around the world. These kinds of stuff are making me do things what I am doing now.
Ah, you're doing it, man. Yep.
And I'm kind of interested in like communicating between devices and ourselves with our brain. But now I'm just not researching this stuff because I now want to focus on uh, programming and IT at large.
Hold on, say that last part again.
I just want to focus on IT at large, to know what's going on in the world of technology.
No, definitely. So at the moment, what do you think's going on in the world of technology? Like, what are
Oh,
some
a
innovations
bunch
that
of
like,
stuff.
yeah, like what are some key things that you think are pretty interesting? Like, I saw that Elon Musk thing go on with Joe Rogan, and I was like, oh my gosh.
um,
I think it's
I'm
also pretty
just
cool.
talking.
I think it's pretty cool. Google and Amazon dropped the requirement for a college degree to get in. I think that's
Oh,
pretty interesting
oh,
as well.
Yeah, that's very nice. It's very, I think, smart because people are now able to learn things even harder than are on universities, on colleges, just by searching stuff in the internet and making things on their own.
Yep. That's why I thank Free Code Camp, man. Because without them, dude, and them and Mozilla Developer Network, I wouldn't have been able to find everybody, man. I wouldn't have been able to start this, to be honest. So, and you guys, definitely, bro. Like everybody, honestly, like they have big, like a big help in this, man. Like, because me personally, what I want to do is I want to just get freaking everybody in my state together. And honestly, it's crazy because it's not only my state anymore. So it's like I want to get everybody. Originally, I wanted to get everybody in my state together and just build projects together. Originally, it was in my own
Oh,
community, but then it was in my own state. So now, what we're gonna have to do is it's gonna have to be like what I want. I want to build like a meetups thing where like it can like have like synchronize all the meetups. So it's like your profile is like linked to the zip code of your city, and you could see all the surrounding meetups and stuff like going on. And
mhm.
so like yeah, dude. And then you can have like global meetups, like remote global meetups, right? Where like people just sit around and like talk and shit. And then you can have like 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 project meetups. You can have local meetups. So local, global, and projects.
Yeah, so something like Meetup and CrossWeb, as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but I want to like
Just
integrate it for like IT stuff, like like it'll have its own web development part,
yeah.
its own AR part, its own e-commerce part, its own digital marketing part, its own just different topics, man. But like all related
Oh yeah,
around technology.
yeah. That's very nice. That's very nice. I'm very into it. Uh, and this is just in for the people in the America or just in the USA or just
No, everywhere,
for the whole world, everywhere.
the
Oh, it's
World
very
Wide Web,
nice.
man. Yeah, always open source, everywhere, global. Can't just make it for one spot. It's got to be for everywhere. So if you're in Africa, you want it for Africa. You want it if you're in Russia, you want it for Russia. If you're in Germany, you want it for Germany.
Mm-mm.
If you in Poland, you want it for Poland. If you in China, Japan, everywhere, man. Ukraine.
So there will be so there will be like
Yeah.
subcategories for every each country in the world. Yeah, that's very cool, man.
But see, for every age, it'll have to be like 13 and under. They have to have their own thing with moderators.
That's very nice. But it's very hard to organize like around the world. It will just be a platform to get registered, to get like a manager of your region, your subject and stuff. It should be very simple for the new
Yeah.
users to make their own meetings.
Yeah, it's gotta be simple so I can use
Mm.
it.
So it's a very that's very hard, a lot of work to do, but it's very useful, and I will be helping.
Yeah, I would like to do that. That would be fun. Because then we'd be able to use it. So we can have all the free code camp meetups like in our platform like scheduled, and you can host your own. Like you can go to the free like you can like host and be like because I don't like and you can do it with like code newbie meetups and all these other meetups out there, the school meetups, all these things that you can go to. I just want them to be able to post there. It'll be so nice because I don't see that anywhere else.
So that is our plans for the next few years or so.
You think so? You think it'll take that long?
I don't know. Just developing this page will take like a year, and now and later developing more features to make users feel better, user experience and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm thinking kind of like Craigslist, but like with notifications, where it's like you can go
Mhm.
to the global section, but there will be a interactive global section, and then you can go to your own, but also like probably like right under it, it'll show you all the like it'll have all the other meetups like within your, I don't know, 100-mile radius, 25-mile radius.
Don't forget to make app on mobiles to get it very mobile.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm thinking everybody's telling, like, I'm seeing all these things. Like, you even just sent me this right here, the phone gap. All you really need is HTML and CSS, and that's insane. Cause I was gonna learn. I was thinking about learning Java, and I'm gonna learn Node.js and PHP, and maybe React and maybe Angular. I don't know, dude. But I'm gonna learn what I gotta learn. MongoDB, Node, Passport.js. I'm gonna check out phone gap.
Yeah, you can learn this whole bunch of
Hold on, you're breaking up, Bart. How do you say your name? Is it Bartholomeo?
it's Bart. It's my. Hello, do you hear me?
I can hear
Is
you.
it
You're breaking up a bit, but I can hear
is
you.
clear?
Yep,
Is my voice clear?
yep,
Hello, hello.
loud and clear.
Uh,
Yo, can you hear me?
okay, just wait a second.
Okay. Hey. Seems we're having a few technical issues with the mic, but Bart will be right back. But it's 1 hour since we've been on, so just the worries, man.
Uh,
Yo, hey, what should a developer do every day
what should the developer do every day? Hmm.
on the daily?
I think that your programming routine is very helpful. You should do at least one file of programming a day. You have to make and even the simplest thing uh, and run to make it be correct, to make it what you have if you want to do. Just making one code every day. It's very helpful to keep on track with your own language, technology, or project you're making right now.
Definitely.
Reading books, reading articles, watching programming stuff on YouTube is also a very fun thing. It's very helpful. You will get to know new technologies, news about what you're doing, about what you want to do. So it's very recommended by me to check out YouTube channels about IT programming and stuff.
Yeah, dude. So, like, what, where, with what company do you work for right now?
It's a virtual house.
What is that?
It's Virtual House. It's a company that give people an VR adventure. You are able to just put the goggles on Samsung Gear, HTC Vive, HTC Vive, or Oculus, and play games on VR.
Oh,
A lot of them is a multiplayer kind of game that you are working with your friends or against them and just having fun together. Because in this company, people are going in groups to have fun. This is
yeah.
what our company is doing. Now we are making like other branch of a company. It's virtual house software or virtual software house
Yes.
to make VR, AR, and other technologies available for other companies that are not familiar with the topic, with the subject. We're making apps, other things for them to take advantage of that in their marketing company or something.
How often do you work with algorithms? Or at all do you work with algorithms at your company? Like I don't know really too much about programming and all the
Algorithms,
algorithms and stuff, but I know that like I guess algorithms is something that has to do with programming, and I guess like a lot of people do it, and it's pretty good to stay practicing on that. I guess. Am I right or wrong? Hello, can you hear me?
there are some branches.
You okay? Can you hear me, bro? DC then went and started doing some algorithms. I know mentioned algorithms.
Yeah.
Oh, but my shit stays recording, so yeah, it's cool. Straight up. Yeah, dude. But what were you saying, bro? Like for the couple of seconds, I couldn't hear you.
I, I was saying that you don't have to learn algorithms to make make things work in some of the branches, like game development, simple apps, desktop apps, mobile apps. It's not needed. If you're working with and artificial intelligence, it's really important, or at least helpful to know a good way to source stuff, to detect how the object detection works.
Yeah.
So that's how it is.
All right, dude. But so, besides at work, what are some things you like? Do you build anything like that you feel comfortable talking about? Um, that you would like to let anybody know about?
I think every game that I have made is a really good topic.
Yeah.
There are the most part of my games are like games made on game jams, on hackathons, or for a contest. This site that I just have sent you is in Polish, but just easy to click on the title and download the thing. You have like Flavor Submarine, the game that you can um, dive into the ocean. You can attach your chain to the stuff
My internet's acting up.
and hang it to the open crater, to the volcano.
I don't know what's going on with the internet. I'm actually about to switch over. Like right now.
Okay.
That link you sent me though, that's that's your personal portfolio.
Yeah, it is.
So I got my own connection. I got my own hotspot. Turn it on. Oh, then it wanted to turn on just then. That's fine. I didn't even switch over yet. Oh snap, dude! This is in another language. Yeah, I might help you build the English version. I'm gonna have to help you build the English version, bro. Are you there?
What's up?
What's up, dude? I had to switch my connection over. Streamlabs is nice. It's got a lot of different stuff to it. It's pretty cool. I'm just learning about it now, but it's got a lot of different features. So I'm gonna stay with it. And all right, so you were saying something about a game?
Yeah, about Flavor Submarine. For example, because there are a bunch of fun games to play, in my opinion. They are just from game jams or from the contests, so they are not like a full product to sell it. But there are products to just have fun playing this.
Yeah.
This first one, Flavor Submarine, is very crazy one. It's when you just take the container to the creator, it will make things multiply like crazy. There will be a million objects when you throw 5 or 6 containers to the crater, and this game will get laggy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how long would it take you to build a game, like usually?
Build the game.
Like
When
this.
I'm on Game Jams, it's like 48 hours or even less.
Oh, dude, this is crazy. What is this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what. this is what I was talking about. Yeah, dude, this is cool, bro. Then I was like, yo, you use DU recorder too, bro. That's cool. I use the same thing. At one point, I didn't have a laptop or computer. All I had was my phone, so I used DU recorder to record my screen. Very helpful.
Yeah, I use it. I'm thinking of making a stream site like Twitch, just for business purposes. But it's a project in the future, and I will write you about this, how it will work. I'm thinking of that there will be a stream provider like OBS and other software stuff to make videos, and the video will just go to the site that I have made. I will make.
I gotta send this to I gotta send this to the channel, bro. To the group. Like, right now. They gotta check this out, bro. I wish I could find a way to stream to Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Oh, I've never done something like this, but it's possible, in my opinion.
It's possible. I know if I have OBS, if I have OBS open with Streamlabs, I could do it. But I don't know when I'm streaming with OBS to Facebook where it's actually going and all that.
There are a bunch of topics, articles, videos about this.
I gotta build a Twitter bot for w3Develops.
Hey, check this out. Oh, it can be free. It's like 30 plus streaming platforms globally. Stream quality, no limits.
It is possible. Yeah, that's possible, but it's not free. I might spend the $15, but I gotta get some content. Oh, dude, this is content, bro. Sweet.
Check out the pricing subcategory. It can be free if you choose personal.
Is this personal?
Yeah, you can choose.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I didn't know that.
Perfect. Platforms.
Sweet, dude. Oh snap! I'm about to tell everybody, bro. We are live, dude.
Oh, Restream charges money for Facebook Live, unfortunately.
Wait, say it again.
Restream charges money for Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll pay it. It's just I gotta come up with content on a regular basis. I want to take advantage of it. I don't want to sit there and buy it and never use it. But it would come in handy right now for sure. Dude, I gotta come up with a name for the podcast. What do you think a good name for the podcast would be? Like the W3Develops podcast?
Yeah, simple. As simple as that.
Let me ask
Oh,
you this. How would you spell W3Develops? Would you spell it capital W3, capital D, and then lowercase EVELOPS?
capital W and capital D.
You would have a capital W and a capital D? Or would you have a capital
Yeah.
W and a lowercase d?
Capital. I'm kind of a guy that will make not underscore, but capital letter in every word of the new variable, like
Oh,
this. So for me, it's very good.
dude, you know what I like about Discord, bro? You can have screen share. I think that's so
Oh
helpful.
yeah.
And I just switched over from Atom. I always used to use Atom, but I switched over from Atom to VS Code, and I'm loving VS Code, bro. I just learned Git.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fun.
what a hey, what about making private RTMP server?
Oh, dude, you're talking about like this? Dude, you're
Yeah.
talking. Yo, I like that, bro. I was thinking about that. That's how it's gonna be from now on. That's how it is, bro. Yeah, that's what it is, bro. Straight up. I need to change my name. Straight up, we're changing that. We're changing everything. That's how it is, dude. That's fantastic, bro. Do, 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 do. You know what? I'll tell you one thing. Discord has a lot of settings. Like, if you don't know what they all do, that's a lot.
That's
But,
true.
but it's useful. One thing though about Discord and Slack, with Discord, all Slack um plugins or add-ons, they all integrate over to Discord. So what is Discord built on? Do you know?
Uh, what is what?
Discord, like so that you can make Discord um bots.
On Slack?
No, all Slack bots work with Discord.
Ah, yeah.
But
That's true.
what is Discord built with?
Discord built with it's some kind of cloud technology. I'm not really sure, but it's indeed a cloud.
Discord's really cool, man. I can integrate it into the website. Like, yeah, like I can integrate like the Discord chat into the website. That's really cool. Oh snap! All right, on the dude, yeah.
Oh. It's written in JavaScript, React, and Elixir.
JavaScript and what?
React and Elixir.
React, JS. w3Develops podcast. That's hard, dude. Yeah, that's hardcore, bro. Number one. Let's hold on. Let me double check, dude. That's how we do it. Official. That's what it's about right there, man. We over here helping people, bro. That's cool, dude. Like that's so cool, dude. Oh yeah. No. So, bro. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, man. So, did you build this right here? This game is like intense, bro. There's like grids everywhere. You got stuff popping up. Like you got like little robot cars and stuff everywhere. Like I don't, like look at that. Like stuff's popping out of portals. And this is with your screen on the phone.
Yeah, this is AR.
Oh, this is AR. This isn't AI. No, this isn't AI. This is AR. This isn't
Yeah,
VR. This is AR.
yeah, this is AR. Oh,
Dude, there's like lasers and stuff. Wow. Look at that. Look at that though. That's like, and then it's like you like level up. Whoa. And did you build this, or did you like personally, like by yourself, or did you build this with everybody else?
Yeah, I've put it with my team, with my whole team. There was like three other programmers and one 3D artist, and we all have created this game.
Bro, it's like Star Wars. It's like the perfect Star Wars video game.
Oh, there is a problem with synchronization, but it's a version from a hackathon, so there are kinds of bugs, like every other project made on hackathon.
How long did it take you guys to build this?
It's like 50 hours, 50 hours or so. Then we just add some better features, some better optimization, and this was our project finished.
Nice.
This hackathon was like 72 hours long.
So
We
how does
made like
say it again?
this hackathon was like 72 hours long, but we've made in 2 days or so. We've made the core mechanics in 2 days, and then just we were polishing this game to make it less buggy.
Well, what?
We were just polishing this game for like a day to make it less buggy.
Oh.
But it didn't help, as we see.
So how does a hackathon work?
Hackathon is a type of contest, I would say, that will gather people to make an application on the subject that is notified by organizators, and people are making up in a very specific time, like 48, 72 hours, and then we'll submit this. Some people submit their own work to other people to just give feedback to jury to create this project, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether the whole idea of it is fun, is good to be a future product to be sold.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
the whole thing, hackathons can be either online or stationary. The stationary are the best because you just gather with other programmers, other 3D artists, so on, and hanging out, making things that you love. You can help each other with stuff that you don't know, don't have to work, don't know the working yet. The online one are for me more like individual. You have to just recognize your own abilities, your own strength. This is what you're doing. But making project with friends are for me the best because you're learning how to work in a group.
Yeah.
How to make project flow and make a project finished by the deadline.
That's true, man. Definitely for me too. That's like That's like always the goal, dude. Like not always the goal, but like that's a major goal. Like for me, just to like have like massive collaboration on like a open source scale, bro, where it's like beneficial to not just myself, but like the community as a whole. And just
Mm.
like you said, just build stuff, dude. Cause I want to be able to use it. You know what I mean? But dude, that's so cool, bro. Look at that stuff, bro. Like these, stuff's look, they're taking over the vending machine. You guys, yeah, you guys got torrents in the hall. Like, nah, son, you guys are not getting. These are ours, bro. The master is coming. You
Maybe
need
in
these
future
Coca
we'll
Colas.
maybe in future we'll do something with this game. But for now, it's like this. It's the current version of it, and it's like 6 months or so when we did it.
Well, you said six. What?
6 months. This whole hackathon was like 6 or 5 months ago, so it was a bit of time that we were not working with this project. But we maybe come back and then you will see how it will work, because we wanna add the multiplayer to this game, and we have just to wait for the good time that we will be all free and hang out for like few days and make multiplayer, and then publish it for other people to play with it.
How many hackathons have you been to?
I have to count the number of it. It's like 4 hackathons and 5 game jams, something like this.
You said
Oh,
4 hackathons.
Ismail.
Oh, dude, is this is your YouTube channel?
Nah, it's my it's the channel of my friends of mine
Okay.
that is making games, and I'm just helping him with the games.
Okay. That's cool, man.
The whole idea uh, is done by him, but I'm just helping him to develop stuff, making things right as it should be on the design level. This one, what we're seeing is HoloLens app made with Unity. It's a game about trains, as you will see. You're just making your lines to connect your basement with magazines and other stuff. The sessions that will mine things like gold, copper, and will send this to the basement the by the trains. This is the basement.
Dang, bro, you guys are actually sitting here building like this game.
This was made in the June of 2016.
Bro, that's so cool. What in the world? Oh my gosh.
No, 2017. Yeah.
Bro, look at that. You guys are like building stuff, dude. Like, is that with your fingers?
Yeah, it's HoloLens. You use fingers as input.
You guys are building. So once you guys have like a hologram thing for your glasses, it's over with.
Mm.
So what are the effects of those glasses on the eye? Do they really even affect anything?
Affect even like bad thing that will harm your eyes? I don't think so.
I think
It's like
contacts would be better.
yeah, I think so. But you can't just shrink this whole device to a lens right now. It's not. It's out of our technology, I think.
Ah,
Right now, we will have to wait when the things will develop even more.
it's getting there, man. Look at that. We're able to do this. This is something else. You're sitting here building stuff with your hands on your phone. This is your phone. You're building like a virtual city with your phone, but
Mm-hmm.
like all
But
around you.
that's like glasses for you.
And with the glasses, you can just put your glasses on every like you can just have your own world around you. Think of it like you can build Sims. Make your own sim. Dude, that would be crazy. Charge a subscription so they can get back in for custom themes or something. Keep it free, but you know, charge the charge for the extras. Dude, that's what the future is, huh? That's what. So soon, people aren't even gonna be building web pages. They're gonna be building freaking VR pages, bro. I need to get on. All right, you gotta catch me up. Bring me up to speed, dude. I understand now. I understand that this is the future. Now I see why. That's what, bro. That's immersive.
Yeah, it is.
So when am I gonna have to learn in the future to be able to build like a web page for Google for the glasses? That's like like how they have mobile, they have
Ever heard of WebGL?
I think I've seen it come up, but I don't know what it is.
It's like I, mm, wait a second. I have to just check this out. For me, it's like a API to help with making games on the website. Like you're making a game in Unity and you use WebGL to put it to the website. There is something called WebVR that makes exactly the same, but with virtual reality environment. This is the one thing you have to learn. The other thing is how to make games. Make games, make simulations in the web. But WebVR is the first step to make VR in the on the pages in the site.
So if I like add WebGL or build the site with WebGL, uh, using it.
I just yeah, I've just sent you one way of implementing VR to your website. It's the WebVR.
What? What? That's intense, dude. WebVR is an open specification that makes it possible to experience VR in your browser. The goal is to make it easier for everyone to get into VR experiences, no matter what device you have. How do I experience WebVR? You need two things to experience WebVR: a headset and a compatible browser. I've already got a headset. Select your browser below to find out which browsers work with you. Google Cardboard, Daydream, Gear VR, which is Samsung VR, Oculus Rift, Oculus Go, HTC Vive, Viveport, PlayStation VR, and Windows Mixed Reality headsets.
It's all kind of cross-platform, but there are some things that you have to know. What headset on what browser. This is the one, the biggest issue about web VR.
You said what? What'd you say?
I'll just send you the link. It will show you what browser supports what technology of VR. It's a very big issue because you have to know exactly for what browser what is needed.
Dude, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this into the podcast, bro. Like I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna put this on SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's really pretty cool.
There are some informations about the support of WebVR, but it's not the exact.
Yeah, I was looking. Oh, that's it. Okay, you sent it. All right. WebVR dot rocks. WebVR is a JavaScript API for creating immersive 3D virtual reality experiences in your browser.
You just have to know that not every WebVR page, every browser will have this VR experience on every classes that you have. Not every headset will work on every browser. This is the whole idea. This is the biggest issue about the WebVR. That you have some disadvantages, some problems with using um, the headset on the browser, and you have just know which browser is for the what headset to use.
So nothing works for Apple.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Man, those Apple. I don't use Apple anyway. They have nice cameras though.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm mixed between Firefox and Chrome. So what does that do? That gives them like a better VR experience when they're on the browser.
You just have to know which headset is good for what browser. Just to know how it works, I would say. Because not every browser supports every kind of headset, and this sucks for me.
Oh.
Because when the user uses a specific headset with a specific browser that he loves, it really sucks when something doesn't work in this specific arrangement.
Hmm.
Like you will love Daydream, and you will love Internet Explorer, and just come to think that this will not work with VR.
Yeah, it's hard.
You mean the game, Realistic
Yeah,
Illusion?
I might actually have
Ah,
to mute that.
it's the first game that I've made with the guy who runs this channel. It's Pan Trojan, which is Mr. Trojan in English.
Oh, this is what. Nah, so how many hackathons you've been to four? How often do you go to them?
Hackathons, hardly ever because of the school, because of the work, but I'm just gonna spend more time on hackathons, go with friends on this on these kinds of events. Um, Recently, we will be going on Hackathon, so I'm just gonna have more hackathons in my plans. I've been like in 4 hackathons and 5 game jams. Game jams are exactly like hackathons, but about the games. Uh, the teams are making games, not applications to make stuff.
Hmm. What would your advice be to like a 14, 13, 14 year old kid who just read like a book and they want to start programming and you know in a positive way, but they don't really have any guidance and they don't really know how or where to get started or anything like that. What would you say to that kid to just get his foot in the right direction so that they're not wasting like 20 years of their life,
Uh,
10, 15 years of their life?
the most important thing is what this kid would like to do. I guess it will be something related with games, like game development. So I advise them to make games, to get to know Unity or a game maker. These are the two easiest ways of the beginning of the game development, game maker or Unity, and just search for tutorials, step-to-step tutorials, how to make game on a specific engine, and this is how the how your journey of game development begins. Just by creating something someone just uh, have have make you to do.
Hey, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up. A quick thing for everyone. I just wanted to let you know that, dude, I appreciate you coming here and talking to me and to everybody about what's going on here and letting us know pretty much what the future of programming is gonna be. Thank you for passing us down that knowledge. You know, we appreciate it, dude, because every tidbit of information is just something that can be used constructively. In the as long as it's in the right manner, and that's what it's all about, dude. And you definitely have been a serious bro. It's motivating, bro. Just knowing that there's people out there that are sitting here coming up with these great ideas and these great things and just innovating and changing the world and just, dude, I don't know. I don't mean to derail, but honestly, it's pretty cool in my opinion. Cause,
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
yeah, dude, that's what it's about, bro. Just innovation and building and learning, you know. So,
Making
um,
making the world making the world better place.
yeah, see, there it is, bro, making a difference. Hey, what's the name of your GitHub?
My GitHub. Um, just wait a moment. I use more often GitLab for my projects, but about GitHub, it's Bart underscore D free. Or is it? No, it isn't. I'll just paste it on Discord. I have one repository. It's Polska Turystyka, which is Polish touristry. This a website that shows you what are the things you want you can visit in your area if you're in Poland. It uses IP geolocation and it shows you what are the best things to visit. There's also a map implemented by open source map that will show you every single museum in Poland. About ONPV 2018 SI ADV. It's repository that uh, that shows you some of things about Python and stuff. It's not a big deal.
Dude, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. You make it sound like no big deal, but this right here, that's gold, dude. That's crazy. That's something that's like that's totally. I ain't gonna stop. That's totally revolutionary, man. Right there. It's not. It's just tip of the iceberg type stuff. Everyday
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, bro. So, all right, everybody, we're about to take off. Um, Bart, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna stay on the line with you though, and we're gonna talk after. But so I'm gonna just tell everybody check out w3Develops .org and apply to a cohort. We're gonna add a learn tab with the best resources to the map soon. Follow us on our social media and our community. Bart, do you have any social media you want to tell anybody about?
Just Facebook.
Okay.
Check.
Check Bart out on Facebook. We're gonna leave a link in the description. Um, let's see. Matter of fact, might be able to just go. See, that's the beautiful thing about w3Develops. All the links are right there.
See ya.
All right, later, guys.